Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Trending Thursday on YouTube Live. I'm pumped today. I'm excited. We're going to get into it. We're going to rock and roll. I'm going to give you some opportunities to make some money, but going to give you an opportunity to better understand what's going on in the market and how to best take advantage of it. So, this morning I had a rough go of it on our jockey club this morning. So, but you know something? I'm going to let that run off my back just like a duck, and we're going to keep on going. I'm pumped up. Riding side saddle with me today is Joey. Say hi, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
He's my producer. I'm getting ready to get to the story that just came out, Jay. I'm going to show about it. If you can hear me out there in VV Nation, let me hear you. Type VV Nation in the room and let me know that I'm coming across loud and clear. Man, today I am really pumped up. I'm stoked about doing this today. Don't know why. I know why. Where's the cup? Joey bought me some Starbucks, and I think he put 3 shots of espresso in it, and he made me drink it all.
6.
He put 6 shots of espresso in it. So if I start bouncing off the walls today, whoo-wee, it's going to be all right. So, again, thank you all for being here. For all my brand new people, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to all of the new content that comes out. We do a lot of content here on our YouTube channel, not just Trending Thursday. And I think today I'm going to get you prepared for what you may not know about right now in regards to the market's activity. All right, so with all of that, hit the subscribe button, all of that stuff. Did I cover everything so far?
Yeah. Got the hot stock panel coming up?
Oh, we got the hot stock panel coming up May 5th. We got a new hot stock panel coming up, hottest growth stocks with the best combination of value, safety, and timing. I will be hosting it, but I also will be with Steve Chappell and Patrick France for that webcast. Please come out and see that as well. All right, before we get to the news about what just came out from the president, let's talk about what we always begin with, and it's market direction. All right, so we always start off with the overview of the market. Let's get into that right now. First story, what's the Fed's job? What's the Fed's job when it comes down to it? What are they there for? They're there to look at jobs, they're there to look at interest rates, and they're there to look at inflation. Those are the 3 things that the Fed has under their belt to control. And by doing that, they control how robust the market is or how not robust the market is. Yeah, I like that terminology. How not robust the market is. Woo, that caffeine's kicking in, baby. All right, so it's going to be one of those days, for real. It really is going to be one of those days. So keeping that in mind, jobs. All right, U.S. unemployment claims hit new COVID-19 pandemic low. People are going back to work. But a lot of jobs are not being filled because there's still, by way of the stimulus, there's still people getting unemployment added benefits. And with that, a lot of people are making more in unemployment than they were in their current jobs or the jobs that they had. It's still tough to get more people out of that unemployment realm, but more and more people are like, yo, I need to get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Got to put a little bit of cheddar in my pocket, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got to go get back to work and go do that, you know? So that's what they're thinking about. Unemployment claims hit new COVID pandemic low. Initial claims for jobless benefits fell 39,000 to 547,000 people. Now, the thing is, still a lot of people looking for jobs. Don't get me wrong. There's still a lot of people looking for jobs, but more and more people are coming off the rolls. Now, what else am I talking about? Economic growth. That's important. Economic growth is set to surge. Hiring might not keep up. Interesting how you look at the 2 different stories. One is saying that unemployment is hitting pre-pandemic lows, and then this one is saying hiring might not keep up. Again, I explain why that's the case because a lot of people are on unemployment with the benefits that are given because of COVID. A lot of people are staying out of the workplace. All right, so that's still about jobs. What else? Interest rates. All right, so the Fed is all about keeping interest rates at a level to keep the market going. Low interest rates, good for a boisterous market. Well, that's a good thing. Interest rates will stay low. They're still at historic lows, and that's a good thing. Let's go to the other thing, inflation. Story, U.S. inflation could hit 3 to 4% by the middle of 2022, veteran strategist warns. A let's talk about inflation. Inflation, as a market is going up, prices go up. That's inflation. That means people are going to have to pay more money for goods. As a company, if I have to pay more money for goods, that takes money out of my pocket to hire new people for R&D, for bettering the company, the whole 9 yards. Inflation is going to be an issue. Inflation is an issue. When you go to the gas station, do you not feel the inflation? I got a Jetta, and I got a Passat, and I've got me a Ford Excursion. I think that gets 2 miles to the gallon, something like that. Actually, it's about 12 miles to the gallon. But gas is going, huh?
To the mile.
It's not. Listen, my truck goes from 0 to 60 in 3 days. But you get in my way, I ain't stopping. Gas is becoming a problem. When you go shopping for food, food's becoming a problem. I am of the mindset, and I've been saying this for the longest time, I think that interest rates are going to be raised before 2022. All right, before next year, I think by the end of this year, this is just my personal opinion, folks, that interest rates are going to be raised before the end of this year. And I don't know how the Fed's going to backtrack it because they keep saying, oh, Fed, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. If inflation keeps rising, it's going to cost money for people to spend in the market. It's going to start to drive the market and slow the market down on its own. But no Fed right now since 2008, no Fed wants to be the person that raises interest rates. Because once that happens, the market's going to be in for what it deserves, a big correction. All right? So I'm putting that out there on my, this is, a lot of that is my opinion. The Fed says that they're going to keep the interest rates low for 2022, even to 2023. I don't think they can do it. All right. So that's my news on the market. Now, new story just came in. I'm going to click on it. All right. This is prior to us coming on board. Sell-off intensifies with the Dow dropping 400 points on the fears of higher capital gains taxes. Now, I looked at the story. I got it on my phone, and this is from Market Watch on my phone. Biden to propose nearly doubling capital gains tax for the wealthy. All right, this story doesn't talk about for the wealthy. Well, Joey's in the realm of the wealthy, not me. And Joey's going to get all of that capital gains tax. No, but on the serious side, a lot of people manage a lot of money out there, and they're considered to be in the wealthy. And if you're doubling the capital gains tax, folks, you know something? You won't have to lower the interest rates for the market to fall. I mean, you won't have to raise the interest rates for the market to fall. I'm thinking that we need some kind of a catalyst for the market to do what it needs to do. Whether it's a pullback or a correction, the market needs it. The market has been going up since 2016. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that. Let me get into the software. Let's get to the homepage of the VectorVest software. I'm not even going to spend time on the homepage with the exception of watching all of the major indices fall. All right, they didn't see it? All right, watching all of the major indices fall. Now, I'm going to ask the chat from a political standpoint. Don't put political chat in the chat. All right? Please don't, because I don't want everybody arguing with each other. I want everybody to pay attention. I want your attention in regards to the information that I'm giving you. All right? Can we all agree on that? All right? Can we all agree on that? I want everybody to be nice to everybody. Whatever your political opinions are, keep them to yourself. I want this to be all about what's going on in the market, folks. All right? All about and don't apologize. I'm just putting that out there. I'm just putting that out there for everybody. I love you guys to death. I want you all to respect one another. All right? I want everybody, I know Mark, I want everybody in the room to respect one another. So, with the news that just came out, the market took a big hit. All of the major indices are down. That's that. I'm not going to talk about the color guard today, all right? I'm not going to talk about the color guard, but I want to see with the news that all of the major indices are going down today. Now, let's get to the bread and butter. Let's go out to the market timing graph. Let's go to the graphs, change from a stock graph to a market timing graph. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. And change to a market timing graph. Let's talk about what the market's doing. Let's put this on a 1 year, let's actually put this on a 5-year graph. And I want to go, this is since 2016. All right, September of 2016. Folks, that's the market going up. We had a little correction back here. Well, that wasn't a correction. What was that? That was coronavirus. All right, that was corona. Straight up, end of day. What am I on? 5 years. End of day, 5 years. That's coronavirus. 2020. That was last year. That was coronavirus. We did have a little pullback here back in 2018, ran up in 2019 from January almost for a full year. Coronavirus hit. Look at that recovery from coronavirus. Look at that recovery. Folks, the market goes up like this, bottom left, top right, almost in a nice 45-degree angle. The market's got to have some opportunity where it's really got to pull back. Does it need to pull back like it did for coronavirus? Don't know. Actually, take me off the camera for us. Take me off the dealie. Stop texting Jay. Jay, stop texting Joey. All right, take me off for a second. So looking at, this is coronavirus. That was a big downturn in the market, absolutely. And then look at the recovery. That was an amazing recovery as the country and the world pulled together to go after a coronavirus vaccine, as well as stimulus. Everybody, all across the world was doing stimulus to help their people. What goes up must come down. Supply, demand, all that kind of stuff. But with all of this going up, the market's going up, prices going up, what's going to happen? The market's going to have to pull back. So let's talk about what's going on right now. If you're a VectorVest subscriber, we're looking at the VectorVest composite. Here we had the wedge, which was a consolidation pattern. The market broke out of the wedge, went up, went above our level of a 3-month high, wasn't able to sustain it. Today's activity, we went and broke above that level of resistance sitting at about 65.34. And what did we do? With the news that came out today, drove the market down. Could this be, you can put me back on camera now, please. Could this be the catalyst that we needed for the market to do what it needs to do, which is to pull back in the market? It could. All right. First thing I'm looking at is the big down day today. A lot of wick at the top, a lot of bearishness. And I want to see if we're going to get back into this consolidation phase of the wedge. All right. These are things to just look at. I'm going to get you prepared in case the market is really ready to pull back. All right. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time on what was going on in the market, and I wanted to address the capital gains tax. Eric says capital gains up, interest rates up. Great for buying puts on almost everything. There's always a trade if you pay attention. And you know something, Eric? I'm with you on that. There's always an opportunity to play the market, but you got to know the direction of the market. That's first and foremost. And based upon what I see right now, this level of resistance on the market tracking over 8,600 stocks, the market's had a hard time breaking through. And actually, we're almost at a 1, 2, 3 triple top. That's another bearish sign. And I'm thinking that the news today, or the news that just came out, could definitely be a catalyst. Now, am I absolutely sure and I'm going to tell you to sell the farm and get out of all your stocks? No, absolutely not. I'm going to tell you, let your stops manage your trades, trade the market, plan your trades, trade your plan. That's important. And you keep all of that in mind, you'll stay on the right side of the market. All right, Moneymaker, Gordon's Groupies, or whatever search you want to use, pull the trigger this morning would have been putting your gun to your head. Good move to sit and wait. Eric, listen, this is what we do. All right, John says, good morning, got my Cafe Bustelo. I had my Starbucks coffee. Joey brought me in Starbucks coffee because he's awesome. All right, and Evan, to answer the question of what you're saying to Eric, what made you not pull the trigger this morning? Because when we were looking at the market this morning, the primary wave was not up. During the Jockey Club this morning, which is our live trading room, all right, the primary wave was down. And now, if it filled up, I'd let you guys know that if it was up at some point in time throughout the day, we probably would have pulled the trigger to go long. I'm not sure if Steve did or not. Check with him tomorrow on the Jockey Club. All right? Check with him tomorrow on the Jockey Club. All right, so that's where the market sits right now. Let's go into my watch list of stocks that we're looking at today. What 2 indices do we look at for tracking the market? If you're not subscriber to the software, the S&P 500 or the SPY. And if you are a subscriber to the software, we have the VVC. Let's go take a look at them. Michael, when you're asking me about stocks, I'm not ready to take your stocks yet. Not ready to take your stocks. And as a matter of fact, where's my trending Thursday one? There it is. I'm not ready. So if you keep typing stocks in, I ain't going to look at them. I'm just putting that out there just so that you know that I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ready to take up stocks yet. I went long after the wave came up. Kellen, that's all right. Let your stops manage your trades now. That's all you got to do. Let your stops manage your trades. All right. So now let's go put this on a 3-month graph and something that I'm going to talk about later in this presentation about getting prepared for the potential market pullback. Look at the S&P 500 went up. Look at this level of the high sitting at 417.91. Notice that the market has not been able to get past that. And look at what today's activity, the news. Remember, I'm thinking that this could be a catalyst. This could be a catalyst. Look at the big news and look at where we stopped at. Look at where we stopped at. This is a way to start to get prepared. Patrick France did a great video on, the stock graph that you need to see now. He looked at the Russell 2000, how the Russell 2000 is putting up red flags on getting us prepared for the market to turn around. If you haven't looked at it yet, please go to our YouTube channel and look at that video. I think he did a great job, a compelling job talking about what's possibly getting ready to happen. And with today's news, it adds to it. So the market, whether it's on the S&P 500, not able to break through the most recent 3-month high, and our VectorVest composite, look at where we stopped today, folks. We stopped right at that level of the high. Look at that. Technical analysis works. Look at that, and now look at the down candle. The market timing, relative timing is in a downtrend. Go up to the S&P 500, though. Relative timing is on the upside, still showing bullishness, whereas our VectorVest composite is saying a different story. How can you get two different stories? The VectorVest composite tracks the move of over 8,600 stocks, whereas the S&P 500 tracks the movement of 500 stocks. A big difference in the amount of stocks that it tracks. So that's where we stand in regards to what's going on in the market. Does anybody have any questions in regards to my story on the market and where we stand? Is everybody good? And number two, did you find this information useful? Type a yes or a no in the room. I'm very curious to know. I did take some extra time today to go over market timing. What does it mean, stops manage your trades? So, Michael, this is what stops are for. Manage your trades, or let your stops manage your trades. So that's what I mean. If I've got a trailing stop, let the trailing stop manage my trades. Don't try to outguess what the trade is going to do or what the market is going to do. All right? Today was a good day for you guys here in Trending Thursday, and I'm going to push some more about getting you guys prepared to what's going on. Where's the volume? The volume is pretty level out right here on the S&P 500. And look at that. It's pretty level on the VectorVest composite as well. Look at that. Volume is pretty level. Volume is pretty level. All right. So I'm getting a lot of good feedback in regards to the content so far today. Could you please post the link to the video that Glenn just mentioned? Can you get Patrick's link? No? Joey said no? Joey's going to do it. Joey's going to put the link in the chat for Patrick's video. I'm telling everybody in the room, as a VectorVest subscriber or as a YouTube subscriber to our channel, the video that Patrick did, folks, is on point. And I just did a video today to back up how to get prepared for what Patrick talked about in his video. Folks, you need to go to our YouTube channel outside of Trending Thursday to see all of the content that we put out to you. All right? Notice that I've got a poll at the top of the chat. The poll is asking, have you subscribed to the channel yet? I want as many people as possible to take that poll. Click on it's at the top of the chat. Click on it. Take that poll for me. All right, take that poll for me. So should we wait and watch Iqbal? What I'm going to say is, right now, am I ready to pull the trigger to the upside? I think the upside risks outweighs the downside potential. I would rather right now, being that the market is not able to get past that level of resistance, the market is telling you a story. The market, if I'm thinking about pulling the trigger long, let the market break through that level of resistance and show me some confirmation. All right, let's do that. All right, so that's the answer to your question. All right, so with all of that being done, let's move on to my next story. Let me close out of this graph. Let's get on to my next story. What's my next story, Joey? Do you know? My next story is all about FAANG stocks. Why are FAANG stocks so important? I like to consider FAANG stocks the comfort food of stocks. What is comfort food? Well, when you go eat sliders, when you go out to the restaurant and you go eat sliders, or you go eat mozzarella sticks or chicken wings, all that kind of stuff, that's comfort food. And I like to look at FAANG stocks as comfort food of stocks. What are FAANG stocks? Well, listen to what it spells out. FAANG, Facebook. A, Amazon. A, Apple. N, Netflix. G, Google. That's what makes up FAANG stocks. And these are highly traded stocks within the tech industry that a lot of people feel comfortable with no matter what the market is doing, unless the market is going down and they get out of those stocks. But if the market's at a level where it really doesn't know which way it really wants to go, this is the finger food of the stock market that people feel comfortable in. I like that analogy. Now, for me, Tony, I'm looking at FAANG stocks, not just FAANG stocks. Bar food. Roger, who did that? Okay, that was interesting. All right, so that is bar food. I like bar food, but I'm thinking that it's more finger food. Iqbal, I didn't say no action today. I didn't say that. Got to let me finish through everything first before you say that. I didn't say that yet. All right, so part of FAANG stocks. Facebook launched an audio suite to include Clubhouse rival podcast discovery. So Facebook is doing some things to be more competitive in the field of social media. Clubhouse is a hot rockin' social media. And I've been thinking about from a DJ perspective to go do a let me show that, to do a Clubhouse on for my DJ world, but I still haven't done it yet. All right, but Clubhouse is a big thing, and now Facebook is going after them, and nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Next stock, Apple. Woo-wee! Who saw the Apple event? Did you see all of the new stuff that Apple's coming out with? Gotta love it. I am an Apple guy. What do I got? I got the phone. What'd you do with my iPad? What did you do with my iPad? No, there's my iPad. I got 2 iPads. I got my phone. I got my watch. I'm Apple everything. The new M1 iPad, iMac redesign, and podcast subscriptions. Apple is still doing it. I love me some Apple. I will never not like Apple. Joey, on the other hand, he's got Apple too. He's got a better phone than I got right now too. What do you have? The 12? What phone? You have the 12. I still got the 11 Pro Max. I got to get a new one. And I don't have AirPods. I got cheap pods. Listen, I like my AirPods. Every time you lose yours, you're jacked because you spent $100,000 on them. Yeah, my son has lost a couple pair of them, and I get mad at him each time. All right, so Apple's making some strides. That's another stock in the FAANG world. Netflix, interesting. Listen, do you have a Netflix account, Joey? I do too. I got Netflix and Paramount and all. I got it all. Netflix is still the big boy. Hey, can they still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? What's that? Video is pausing again. Oh boy. Oh, they can still. He keeps buffering. So Lisa's in the background telling me I'm buffering. He's back now. He keeps buffering. They can hear me.
Sorry, I couldn't.
Oh my gosh, Siri. Hush. All right. So Lisa's still in the background telling me that they can hear me. Thank you, Lisa. All right. So let me keep on going. Netflix. Netflix is the big boy of streaming. All right. Paramount put a lot of money into theirs. Disney put a lot of money into theirs. Disney put so much money into their streaming that it affected their earnings over the long run. All right, so, and it's still affecting their earnings over the long run. But Disney is not just streaming, and that's a good thing because they've got the parks, but COVID hurt them in that field as well. But Netflix falls short with subscribers. That's all right because Netflix is still the big boys in that space. So I'm looking at stories on 3 of the FAANG stocks. All right, for 3 of the FAANG stocks, let me get back to the software. Let's go look at all of my FAANG stocks, starting with Facebook. Now, for those of you who are new, when you look at this watch list of stocks, the stocks are set up so that the stocks that have the best combination of value, safety, and timing are at the top of the list. Notice where Facebook sits. Notice where Google sits. Notice where Apple sits. Notice where Netflix sits. Interesting, huh? What am I missing? Oh, I don't have Amazon in here. That's all right. FANG. I should put Amazon. Why didn't I put Amazon? AMZN. I'm going to put Amazon. Remember I told you that I said that these stocks were the finger food of the market? Look at where they sit. Number 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I missing? And 6. Folks, out of 16 stocks that I'm looking at today, does this now make sense that these stocks are the finger food of the market? Type a yes or a no in the room. Type a yes or a no in the room. Does the analogy now make sense when I'm looking at 16 stocks and knowing where these stocks sit? How cool is that, folks? All right, how cool is knowing that what I said is now backed up in my watch list of stocks? So I wasn't just whistling Dixie when I said that these are the safe stocks that people go to, no matter what's going on in the market, especially if the market is getting sketchy. These are the stocks that people migrate to. And this list, sorted by our master indicator, proves that point that I ain't just whistling Dixie. All right, so I'm not going to analyze any of them. Let's just go look at their graphs. These are FAANG stocks. Now, I'm going to put 2 other indicators in here, FNGU and FNGD. We'll come back to what they are in a second. All right, let's right-click now that they're all highlighted. Let's start off with Facebook. Let's put these all on a 3-month graph. Now, people are always asking me, why do you look at the 3-month graph? What happens every 3 months on the stock? Earnings. I want to make sure that earnings is captured within the picture when I analyze the stock. Now, notice that as the market's starting to pull back a little bit, Facebook already started. But look at the move over the last 3 months. What is in my glasses? All right, look at the move over the last 3 months. Bottom left, top right, a little bit of sideways move. RT still above 1, but losing momentum. So even though people are going over to these finger foods of stocks, what are they doing? They're starting to lose some momentum. That just makes you be aware of what's going on. Let's go, and I'm going to change the graph layout. Where's my layout for swing trade? There it is. Now, I've got a 20-day exponential moving average on here, which is a good rule of thumb. When the stock is above the 20-day exponential moving average, it's a good time to be in it. What just happened today? If you own Facebook, the stock just broke down below, let me take this line off, just broke down below the 20-day exponential moving average. Could be a good time to take profits. But look at the earnings per share on it. Look at the earnings growth rate on it. Not only is earnings growing on Facebook, but they're growing their earnings at a clip of, what is it? A clip of 33% a year. That's some goodness right there. Woo-wee, baby. Let's go look at the next stock. Google. Google is still above the 20-day exponential moving average and moving sideways. I'm not ready to pull the trigger to get out of Google yet. Look at the earnings per share. Look at the earnings growth rate. Actually, can you take my picture off again? I want you to see these graphs in their entirety, in their entirety. All right? Look at the earnings per share is growing, the earnings growth rate. How about Google's sales are up and sales growth are up? All right? Somebody says too fuzzy to see. You know what?
Refresh.
Hit your, it shows here differently. It's probably just me. Is it just me? Could be. All right. Look how it looks here compared to mine. You know, you don't see any different? All right, then Joey says it's fine. All right. You might have to hit the refresh.
I have to hit the refresh button. You have to hit the gear at the bottom. Change it on yours.
All right, so either hit the refresh button or hit the gear at the bottom to refresh your resolution. That should help you out. All right, that should help you out. There you go. Charles says refresh work. Excellent. Excellent. I'm having the same problem. I've refreshed multiple times. I also closed YouTube and restarted. Paul, hit the gear at the bottom and change your resolution. Hit the gear at the bottom and change, and there it is. Chris said the same thing, adjust the quality level. All right. It says set your res for high definition. That should help you guys out. All right, so Google, on the other hand, we'll put this back on 3 months, is still above the 20-day exponential moving average, which is good. Apple has been the tougher one to trade in FAANG stocks. All right, look at the move below the 20-day, now back above, but where is it right now? A little sideways move, still above the 20-day, but love the fundamentals behind it. Earnings per share looks good. Earnings growth rate looks good. Sales and sales growth looks good, but this has been the tougher out of these to look at. Amazon, same kind of scenario, a little bit of flatness over the last 3 months. Currently above the 20-day exponential moving average. And you know something, if you're looking at these FAANG stocks, how about trading them when they go above the 20-day exponential moving average? And then when RT or the stock closes below the 20-day exponential moving average, could be a good opportunity to get out. All right, let's go to the last one. Next to last one, Netflix. Woo! Netflix, there's the news right there. When they lost out on subscribers, it affected them. It affected the stock. But look at the earnings per share. Look at the earnings growth. I like that. All right. From a fundamental standpoint, that was news driven. Now, I'm going to show you 2 ways to take advantage of these FAANG stocks in one fell swoop, whether you're bullish or bearish. If you're bullish, here's FNGU. It is a triple leverage Contra ETF for the whole group. All right, so when the FAANG stocks go down, this goes up. When the FAANG stocks go up, this goes down. Oh, no. This is for the upside. So let me take that back. When the FAANG stocks go up, if you don't want to take any one of the 5 because they're really expensive, you can buy FNGU. When they go up, this ETF goes up. When they go down, this ETF goes down. This is a great way to be in the finger foods of stocks, but in one ticker symbol. And just the opposite, if you want to play it to the downside, when they go down, this goes up, and when this goes up, this goes down. All right, so this is the bearish way to play the FAANG stocks. Folks, this is a good way to stay on top of those stocks that may be a lot of money, that you may not want to spend a lot of money. But when they start to go down in price like they are now, what's FNGD doing? Look at that. The comfort food of stocks is a great way to play both on the bullish side and the bearish side. All right. So with all of that, thank you, Marie. With all of that, does anybody have any questions about the FAANG stocks? Folks, I love these stocks to play whether bullish or bearish. I love that you can play an ETF whether bullish or bearish. When the market is getting into a level of ichiosity, of not really knowing what it wants to do, people migrate to these kinds of stocks. Linda says, really confused. All right, so in regards to these 2, when you're bullish on the FAANG stocks and you don't want to spend all of the money on the FAANG stocks because they're expensive, you spend $25, $30 on this ETF, FNGU. As they go up in price, this ETF goes up in price. Just the opposite. When the FAANG stocks go down, you buy this ETF, which is only $3. And as the FAANG stocks go down, this ETF goes up. As a matter of fact, once FNGD crosses above that level of the 20-day exponential moving average, I'm probably going to put it in order to buy those, because as the market goes down, these are the stocks that everybody's getting out of the fastest. This may be a great play, folks. This may be a great play. What's the difference between a TQQQ and FNGU? TQQQ tracks about 4,300 stocks. FNGU tracks 5, either 4 or 5 stocks. There's a big difference. They both are tech stocks. But one tracks a basket of just a few stocks, whereas the TQQQ tracks the movement of 4,300 stocks. All right, so I put that out there. Any advice for penny stocks? I'm not ready to talk about penny stocks yet. Let's go. Keep up with me. Don't try to move faster than me. I'm not ready about penny stocks yet. All right, where's my kiss emoji when I need it? Thanks, Glenn. That was perfect. You're welcome, Linda. You're welcome. All right, so that's my FAANG stocks. Something to keep your eyes on, no matter what the market's doing. These are good. When the market's bullish, FAANG stocks go up because everybody loves them. When the market is bearish, people will get out of these stocks, and a great way to play this, probably without spending $297 or $2,200 or $132 or $3,000 or $500 on FAANG stocks. I like the idea I like the idea of playing Fang D. Did you find that useful, folks? Yes or no? I'm curious about that. Fang D is a great way to take advantage of Fang stocks to the downside without having to short them or buy puts. When is it time to sell? Marcel, what did I talk about? If you're talking about when is it time to sell for the market, I already talked about that. When we looked at the graphs in the market timing graph, what did I tell? I already covered that. If you're talking about for the market as a whole, when this video comes back out, go back and watch it. I'm not going to cover that all over again. All right? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that in a way of I'm not going to do it right now. All right? What is like the beginner level? What do you mean, Alex, when you say the beginner level? You got to ask me that question a little differently. All right, you got to ask me that question a little differently. All right, if there's no more questions, let's move on to my next story. Mark, don't start. Don't look at what Mark typed. Don't start, Mark. I will yell at you. All right. This or penny stocks? Oh, no. You're not backing me into that corner, Alex. Oh, no. If you want to do penny stocks, I've got videos on penny stocks if that's what you want as well. I'm not covering that right now as far as a story here. No. All right, if you want to look at some of the penny stocks that we talk about, by all means, folks, go to our YouTube channel. I've got a good penny stock out there to look at, CTRM. Go check it out. All right, go check it out. That's as much as I'm getting into penny stocks. All right. Let's get to our next story. My next story is all about coronavirus. All right, we all know that coronavirus vaccines are going out. Did you get vaccinated yet? Actually, I just put in my bid with the VA. They're going to get back to me so I can schedule my my vaccination. My wife has been fully vaccinated. I'm getting ready to get vaccinated, and that's also we're gonna get in. Do you like cybersecurity stocks in this climate? Kyle, I don't know. I haven't looked at cybersecurity stocks. That's an honest answer. It's not anything that I've looked at in particular. But you know something? If I'm going to look at anything towards cybersecurity or AI, my stock of choice right now will be Palantir. All right. I don't know if that's cybersecurity or not, but I'm looking at cybersecurity more in the way of AI. And if I'm going, my favorite AI stock right now is probably going to be Palantir. That's what I'm probably thinking right now. All right. So with the vaccinations going out, we know that we've got 3 drugs out there that people are getting vaccinated with. That's Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson. Now, Johnson & Johnson had been put on pause because people were getting adverse reactions to it. So the CDC and the WHO, the World Health Organization, put them on pause. New story came out. European countries to resume Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine deliveries. That's the European. It hasn't been put off of hold here in the United States. So right now, still only 2 vaccines being administered. That's Pfizer and Moderna. Now, good news. 54% of the vaccinated adults plan a summer vacation. That's kind of cool. I already did a video on our YouTube channels called Ready to Fly, about airlines and airlines to keep you. How about American Airlines is here? How about hotels like Hilton and the Marriott, cruise lines like CCL, Caribbean Cruise Line? These are all stocks that are going to be part of that recovery stage when people are starting to want to go back out and travel again. So whether it's a hotel, whether it's an airline, whether it's a cruise ship, these are stocks to keep your eyes on. 54% of the vaccinated adults plan to take a vacation. What else? How about this? U.S. administers 215 million doses of COVID vaccines. That's a lot of people getting vaccinated. So what we're trying to create is a herd. What is it? A herd. What's not mentality? A herd. Somebody finish my sentence for me. Herd what? Oh my gosh, why am I told you I'm going to have Alzheimer's. Herd immunity. Thank you. Herd immunity. I'm sitting there. Why didn't you help me, Joey? Joey, are you even paying attention?
What?
Exactly.
What'd you say?
I just knocked you out because you're not even paying attention.
Jay.
You texting Jay? Jay's not even here. I think Jay left. All right. That's a lot of people and a lot of people. Now, there's a lot of people out there that don't want to take the vaccination. You know something? To each his or her own. All right, to each his or her own, and that is what it is. But I think the herd immunity keeps us from spreading the virus from person to person. All right, so that's just my opinion. Eat more blueberries. I think we need more than blueberries. Would you rather eat all blueberries or get a vaccine? I'm just asking. Yeah, I got me some tea. I ain't got no, man, this is my, where did we get, we got this from the restaurant. One Local. We went and got Mexican food today, which was good. Chris, I'm always nice to Joey. All right, so let's go look at my vaccine stocks in the list. What's at the top of the list of my 16 stocks that I'm looking at today, folks? Moderna. This has always been my stock of choice throughout the whole COVID pandemic because it's one of the few stocks in the space that is undervalued and has great upside potential. All right, it's undervalued, trading at 169 with a value of 354, upside potential at 1.9. This stock should outperform a AAA corporate bond by 90% over the next 1 to 3 years. They grow their earnings the most in the list, 53%. All right, so I put that, I've always used that as my favorite stock in this space. Louisa says vaccinated people can still be contagious. Well, I don't know. I personally think that it helps to not spread it. I think. All right, send the wife to get vaccinated first. Like, nah, listen, my wife's in the medical field, so she had to get it. She had to get vaccinated. All right, so what stocks do we have? Moderna, we have Pfizer, and then we have Johnson & Johnson. Let's go highlight these stocks, view the stock graph. What do you think is going to happen with the Johnson & Johnson stock? There's my Moderna stock, nicely above the 20-day exponential moving average. Love the fundamentals behind it. Earnings per share is up. Earnings growth is up. Sales and sales growth is up. Nicely above the 20-day exponential moving average. What happened today? Look at that. It broke through that level of 171.36 today. Look at the bears pushing it down. Look at the big wick at the top, but still above the 20-day exponential moving average. I still like this stock. Nice move up, but a pullback today. There's the Pfizer. Pfizer, everybody was saying earlier how Pfizer was not moving when the vaccine first came out. Let me talk to you a little bit about Pfizer. Love the equity curve, but look at the earnings per share. Look at the earnings per share. Earnings is falling. Earnings growth is flat. Sales and sales growth is flat as well. Pfizer was the only company in the space that did not take government money for its role in getting to a vaccine, which I think was admirable. All right, nicely above the 20 exponential moving average. Big down day today. I would definitely look to see if the stock can stay above that 20-day exponential moving average before I take it off the table. In the last stock, Johnson & Johnson, you think that with the move would happen with the botching up of more than 1 million shares, more than 1 million vaccines getting mishandled, right, and being on pause by the CDC, that the stock should have fell a little harder, but it didn't. Look at the bounce off the level of support at 156, bounced up, retracing from a level of resistance at 167. It's about a $10 channel right here. It is above the 20-day exponential moving average. Look at the earnings starting to pick up a little bit. Earnings growth rate looks good. Johnson & Johnson is holding its own even with the troubles that it's gone through. Interesting. When you get vaccinated, Glenn, take a picture of your shark card with your phone and keep the original safe at home. Oh, is that what you're saying, Drew? I like that idea. Okay, then that way I can't lose it. Can we transfer your Trending Thursday watch list to our own watch list? No, Charles, you cannot, which is why I keep that watch list open so that when you go back and watch this video, once Joey sends it out so that it's out there for everybody to see, you can pause the video and see what stocks I'm looking at. And it's also in the description. All of those stocks are also in the description. I want to challenge everyone out there. Once Joey puts that video up, share it. Share it with people so that they get an understanding of how to currently trade the market. Can I get some commitment from you guys? Can I get some commitment from you guys to do that? Yes or no? I would love for you to do that. I want our channel to grow, but it's going to I'm going to be like Smokey the Bear. Only you can make our channel grow. I would love for you to share Trending Thursday link with people you know. Nobody's going to commit to that. Nope, not a one of you committed. Good. Gordon Gin. I thought y'all liked me. Oh, okay. They're coming in. All right. I would love for you to commit to share this, and with people who want to learn a little bit about the market. All right. Share and smash the like button. Yeah. How many likes do we have today? 79. How many people we got? I want to see if we get 200 likes today. And for a lot of you folks that are sitting in the background who haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Please do so. I would love for you to subscribe to the channel to get this kind of content. All right. That takes care of my coronavirus. So now I got a bonus for you. Woo! That's that coffee, baby. I got a bonus for you. If this is a catalyst to the market going down, all right, how many of you are prepared with what to do? Type a me or no in the room. Now, let me ask the question again. If the market were ready to go down today, how many of you are prepared with what to do? Type a me if you are prepared, or type a no if you're not prepared. All right, I'm just curious to know. And I see Nell says cash out. That might be one way to go, but let me tell you something about markets. Markets go down faster than they go up, and a lot of people sit on the sidelines during a down market and they miss out on opportunities to make money. Markets go down faster than they go up. I want you people, I want my VV Nation to be prepared on what to do if the market were to go down now. All right? Now, Chris says, my stops are all set. That's fine. Chris, once you stop out, what do you do? All right? Once you stop out of all your stocks and the market's going down, what do you do? Oh, that sounds like speed. So, hot shot. If the market goes down tomorrow and you got closed out of all your stocks, what do you do? Huh? What do you do? That's my speed reference in regards to the market. All right? That's my speed reference in regards to the market. So I'm going to take you guys on a little tour on how to take advantage of the market. To take advantage of the market when the market's going down without having to play options and without having to short stocks. All right, there you go, Yeshi. We're going to talk about Contra ETFs. Now, for the people who are brand new in the room, let's talk about ETFs. I got a great website for you to go to. Can you take me off the screen for a second? I got a great website for you to go to called www.investopedia.com. I'm looking at what an exchange-traded fund is or an ETF. All right, exchange-traded fund or ETFs. A lot of you know about them, but a lot of you don't know about them, so I want to help you guys out. What is an ETF? An exchange-traded fund is a type of security that tracks an index, sector, commodity, or other asset, but which can be purchased or sold on a stock exchange the same as a regular stock. An ETF is like a mutual fund. A mutual fund tracks an index or a group of stocks, but a mutual fund can only be traded X amount of times or at certain times of the day, and they got front load fees. There's a lot that goes on with an ETF that doesn't happen. That goes on with a mutual fund that does not happen with an ETF. An ETF is a good way to track an indice or a commodity or a sector along the lines in one ticker symbol. But we're going to talk about the types of ETFs. And in here, you can track ETFs on bonds, on industries, on commodities, on currencies. We're going to talk about inverse ETFs. They attempt to earn gains from a stock decline by shorting stocks. You don't have to short them. The ETF does it for you. All right, the ETF does it for you. These are called inverse or contra ETF. All right, now you can put me back on. Let's talk about how the VectorVest software can help you easily find these Contra ETFs. All right, let's go back into the software, and I'm going to stay on the Viewers tab, on the Watch List Viewer. First thing you'll see, we've got a folder here called ETFs. In that ETFs folder, we've got a whole lot of different ways for you to find ETFs based on who puts them out. like ProShares or PowerShares or NASDAQ or iShares or iPath. If you want to see what ETFs are located in there, click on it. Let's go to iShares. All right, and here's all of the ETFs. There's 298 of them that are located in iShares. You can get this information anywhere as long as you go out to the internet. But you know something? If you don't want to spend a lot of time looking for these, we have them segmented for you here in the software. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 different ways you guys can play ETFs depending on how you invest in the market. First off, Contras are inverse. These are contrarian to the market. These go up in price when the market goes down. Whether it's 2-time leverage or 3-time leverage, I'm going to talk about that in a second, but we have them that way here for you. And then we have non-leverage for those people who don't want to play leverage. I'm going to talk to you about the differences in a second. All right. I'm going to go back to my watch list, and I've already done a video on this, so I'm giving you a heads up on a video that's getting ready to come out. Start off with Contras non-leveraged. I concentrated on the main indices, the Russell, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow. These are non-leveraged Contra ETFs, okay? Non-leveraged Contra ETFs. So that means if the Russell goes down 1%, this goes up 1%. If the NASDAQ goes down 1%, PSQ as a non-leveraged Contra goes up 1%. Ooh, does that mean that right now the NASDAQ is down over 1%? Let's go back to the home page. Let's talk that out. NASDAQ is down about 0.8% right now. All right. So this should be up about 0.8% right now. And where's it at? The NASDAQ, it's up actually over 1%. Interesting that it's not matched up 1-to-1. Very interesting. All of the major indices are down, right? How about all of these non-leveraged Contras are up? Now, when we analyze Contra ETFs, or ETFs in general, the relative value and relative safety are the same. What I'm more interested in is RT. Which of these ETFs, Contra ETFs, are rising? RWM has got the highest RT. Patrick did that video on the one chart that you need to see right now using the Russell 2000. How about right now, by way of RT, it's the fastest out of the 4. It's moving up the fastest, which means the Russell is moving down. All right. That's for my more reserved people or conservative people wanting to play the market to the downside because it's a 1-to-1 correlation. All right. I want to be a little bit more aggressive. Let's look at the 2 times. I'm still looking at the same indices, the Russell, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow. But now when the Russell goes down 1%, this 2-time Contra will go up 2%. Remember I told you that the Contra on the single leverage Qs was up 1%? Now this is up 2%. It's 2-time the Contra. It's 2-time the Contra. Notice that all of these are up in excess of 1%. That's just today. That is, because the market's going down, a great way. What's moving up the fastest? The Russell 2000 with an RT at 0.71. Now, granted, it's still below the value of 1, but it's currently moving up the fastest. Interesting, huh? Let's go to the 3 times. This is for my super aggressive people out there. Woo. Now, Birch says, should we wait for RT to be above 1 to buy them? Birch, this is what I'm going to say. Let's go back to the market timing graph real quick. What I'm really looking for is some confirmation of a downward move first, Birch. All right? I'm getting you prepared. Right now, the market is pulling off of this high. Am I ready to pull the trigger yet? Not quite yet. Let me get more confirmation before I'm ready to pull the trigger. The whole idea of what I'm showing you right here is to get you prepared. Does everybody in the room understand that? All right, does everybody in the room understand that I am just getting you prepared? Not telling you to pull the trigger on any of these yet. I am just getting ready. I want you guys to get ready. All right? The market's got to move down first before you pull the trigger on these trades. All I'm doing is setting the table for you. Actually, Patrick set the table for you with his video. You've got to go watch it. The one stock chart that you've got to see now. Go watch that on our YouTube videos. And after that, you're going to see a video come out from me that says, are you prepared? Watch that video next. Those two will marry up to each other and give you a better understanding of how to be prepared if the market does turn around. And again, today could start to be a catalyst into entering that realm. Could be. All right. So from a Contra space, I wanted to show you, no matter how you invest in the market, ways to take advantage of it. I'm going to ask another question. I think I'm going to put out another video next week, which is going to expand beyond just these 4 indexes. I'm going to also look at, energy. I'm going to look at oil. I'm going to look at gold. I'm going to look at tech stocks. How many of you would be interested in seeing a video of a more well-rounded list of stocks to take advantage of on the non-leverage, the double leverage, and the triple leverage? How many of you would be interested in seeing a video like that next week? All right, I'm just curious to know how many of you would be interested in seeing that. I can take these non-leverage, double leverage, and triple leverage and making them into a more well-rounded list of stocks for you to consider once the market turns around. Excellent. All right, so I think that's a good idea for next week, Joey. All right, I think I will put out a video for you next week in a more well-rounded way. And then all I got to say is keep your eyes on them. And it's going to be from the perspective of whether you're conservative, whether you're a little bit more prudent. I'm going to say the 2-time leverage is more prudent. And if you're more aggressive, the 3-time leverage is going to be for you. So no matter how you invest in the market, I'm going to have a portfolio of stocks for you to take advantage of, and I'm going to put that video out next week. Excellent. A lot of people said yes. Did anybody say no? Where's Jay? Jay could have said no. All right. Glenn 2024. I ain't run. Glenn ain't run. I got too many skeletons in my closet. Joey would be my vice president, though. You would. Joey would be my vice president. Cafe Bustelo, are you listening? Where's the sponsorship? I know I should get a sponsor, shouldn't I? Especially from Cafe Bustelo. I should get a sponsor. All right, how many likes do we have? Did I get to the likes I wanted? How much did I say I wanted? 2. I don't have 200 likes. All right, I'm just going to stay here all day sipping on my tea till I get 200 likes. Watch. You don't think so? Watch me. All right, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't have the gumption to do that. All right. Glenn needs to get some free Bustelo. That would be great. Pull the trigger and hit it real hard. I appreciate it, folks. Hit the like button. If you like what you see here today, if you like the content, hit the like button. If you don't, then that's fine. Don't be afraid to hit the like. Nobody knows who hits the like. Hit the like button. It's not like nobody's going to send nobody to your house and say, hey, you didn't hit the like button today. It's not going to happen. All right, so hit the like button, folks, especially if you like the content. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, folks, and you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. This is what we do. I do this every Thursday. I'm actually done with my stories. Look at that. I'm actually done with my story. This, for the Contra ETFs, was a bonus. All right, this was a bonus for you guys today. I want to get you guys ready. I really do. Let's go back to the market timing graph. I want to get you guys ready in case the market is ready to turn around. I want you guys to know what you can do. Remember, markets or stocks fall faster than they go up. All right, stocks fall faster than you go up. Can you please repeat where to see the videos so to get prepared? It was done. Did you put the, what's this? That's the poll. Oh, by the way, click the poll at the top. Click the poll at the top to take the poll. But Joey already put the link in there already for you. He'll put another link in there for you for Patrick's video. Will you do that for me? All right. Joey's gonna put a link to Patrick's video up there for you. There it is. Chris says the videos are posted here on YouTube. Thank you, Chris. How will Contra ETF behave when the market goes up? Oh, when the market goes up, Contra's going to get killed. This is why it's in preparation of the market's move to the downside. It's in preparation of the move to the downside. Once the market goes up, Contras are going to get killed. That's why I want you to invest in them based upon how you invest in the market, whether you're conservative, prudent, or aggressive. Okay? Where do I get cash to buy ETF? Only to sell stock. Where do you get cash to buy ETF? It got to be in your pocket, Nailish. Ain't you got some money to invest in the market? That way you get the money from right there. That's my southern accent. You go to the bank, get that money right there. You put it in the market to go buy some ETFs. Know what I'm saying? Oh, Jenny. All right. I don't see any poll. It's at the top of the page. It's a big blue link at the top of the chat. A big blue link in the top of the chat. Contra ETFs fall like a rock when the market goes up. Lou, when the market goes up. All right. But my money is in stock. So, Nailish, then you ain't buying no Contras. That's what it comes down to. If your money is in stock, then you ain't buying no Contras. That's the poll. Over 300 watchers hit the like button, and Joey put the poll in the chat as well. And Kyle says, sell some stock, Nailish. All right, so mutual funds are like ETFs? Yes, but they are a little bit more easier to trade. ETFs are easier to trade than mutual funds. All right, so there you go. I deleted the poll. Can you post it again? Mike, Joey is already done that. All right, I'm done. Is it time, Joey? Woo-wee. It's time to look at your stocks. All right, thank you. Contra ETFs looks the same as buying puts. You can go either way. Many people in this room, Marin, still don't trade options. I'm giving them a different way to take advantage of the down market. If you don't want to sell stock shorts, or if you don't want to play options. All right, so let's go get some stocks in here for you, KKR. Someone wanted to look at PAG, PAG, comma,
I don't even know if they're here.
All right, go ahead, Joey. Oh my gosh. Okay.
FLGT.
Flugent, FLGT. Oh, crap. Oh, man, PAG,
Let's get a new guy.
FLG.
New guy.
Shut up, Joey. Keep going.
CRWD.
CR, CrowdStrike.
JNA.
Really? That's a wheat stock.
MRK.
MRK. UMP. OZSC. OZSC. Okay. NMM. Okay. Shippers are moving again.
Someone wants to look at Mug.
Really? Mark, I'm not looking at Mug. LIN.
HIL.
Oh, yeah, HIL. I'm going to put in a stock that I'm currently trading, CTRM, in that space that's going to go with Novus Maritime, Castor Maritime. RFP. You done with RFP?
Yeah, you know.
Okay, then.
DAC.
DAC. I think that's another shipping company.
More?
Yeah, go ahead. One more. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to take FAS since you're taking so long. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go take a look at these stocks. Thank you for your stocks. If I did not get to your stock, Joey's going to put a link for a free stock analysis report. All right. Good. Googling me. www.vectorvest.com/free. Yeah, look at that. Who gave me KKR? Good. Googly muggly, baby. All right, the indexes look for the best stocks. Are there any Contras that specialize in bad stocks? Yeah, Harry. When you say bad stocks, yeah, I would never short a Contra. I would never short an ETF because I have a bullish side that I can buy and I have a bearish side that I can buy. So I'm not going to ever short ETFs. Who gave me cake? Huh? Roger Wright?
Yes.
What's that mean?
What question are you asking?
What question am I asking?
What were you just saying?
Buying stocks, selling.
No, you said who gave me the stock?
Who gave me Roger Wright gave me the stock? Oh, is that? Then why don't you say that?
That's what happened.
All right, because I'm confused. KKR, look at this stock. Look at this stock. That's taking off like an airplane. That's a beautiful looking stock. Now, given the market's condition, though, be careful. Good stocks can go down, will go down in a downtrending market, but this stock is just crazily going up. Love the equity curve. Don't like the sales, but I like the earnings. Love this stock. This is a great looking stock. PAG. Bottom left, top right, a little bit of a pullback, did come below the 20 exponential moving average. Right now, doing what? Moving sideways. A lot of what the market is doing. All right. Earnings looks good. Earnings growth looks good. Sales don't look as good, but definitely bottom left, top right, having a hard time breaking out of that level of the high. Next stock, woof, Flugent. I'm not feeling that one right now. Where's it I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm not feeling that right now. I do like the earnings and the earnings per share. I like the earnings per share and I like the earnings growth. Just trading below that 20-day exponential moving average. Let me give you a line in the sand right there. And look at that. That's a beautiful level of support. The stock's been riding that level of support, sitting about 81.38. Just be careful. If you own it, there's your line in the sand. If it goes below that level of 81.38, you need to consider selling it. The stock's got a sell recommendation. It's been below the 20-day exponential moving average. Fundamentally, it looks good. Relative value above 1, relative safety above 1. It looks good, just not the right time to be in it. All right, just not the right time to be in it. Next stop, CrowdStrike. I like the bounce off this level of support. I love the bounce off this level of support. A little bit of a hammer formation. Stock's price went above the 20-day exponential moving average. Is moving higher. Earnings is pretty flat from where it was a year ago, but the earnings growth rate is getting better. Always keep in mind right now with all the stocks that I'm looking at, keep in mind what's going on with the market. That's key. That is key. Look at what's going on in the market. All right. TSCO, Linda just gave me, that's a great looking stock. Oh, I did a video on this because I've got notes on here. I did a video on it. Right now it's sitting in a channel. You know what I'm looking for? If I'm going to, MJNA made me a lot of money back here. You know what I'm looking for? If you're interested in this stock, put in a buy stop order at about 12 cents. If the stock goes up to 12 cents, I would buy the stock. Oh, no, that's too high. Whew. If the stock gets above this 7 cent and moves up, yeah, because that's at 10. Yeah, I'm looking for the stock's price to go above this 10-cent level of resistance. All right, this is super speculative marijuana stock, but it had an opportunity when I made a lot of money back here. I would look to see I think I'm gonna put in an order in my broker's account for MJNA. MJNA at a buy stop of 7 cents. I think I like that it might run again, but it's got to break above that level first. All right, what else is in here? Merck, another drug company, loved the move coming off its level support. The stock went above the 20 exponential moving average, but sitting in a channel between 78.40 and 75.30. With the move today, it fell back in the channel. I like the breakout. I like the follow through, but look at that, how quickly it dropped back in. It's back in the channel, currently still above the 20-day exponential moving average. Watch the earnings and the growth. Earnings and the earnings growth are not looking so good right now. UNP, bottom left, top right, I like it. Strong, steady move up. Earnings per share is rising. Earnings growth rate is rising. Watch relative value below 1, but it is a safe stock. Tells me that the stock consistently meets or exceeds its earnings expectation at 1.30. Look at today's move. Where is it? Below the 20 exponential moving average. Keep that in mind. Any of the stocks that you own that have dropped below the 20 exponential moving average, normally is a good time to get out of it and wait for a better opportunity to get back in. OZS, no, just no. I like the move above the 20-day exponential moving average, but look at the selling pressure. Big wick at the top of this candle right now. Big wick at the top of this candle. This is a relatively new stock for us. I don't like that. I like that it had a nice update yesterday. It had follow through today. If you own it, leave it alone. It's still above the 20 exponential moving average. If I'm not in it, I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet. All right, next stock. Transportation ship. This industry is starting to move again. That's why I put CTRM up there. This is not a penny stock in this space. It's a $29 stock. Love the equity curve. Bottom left, top right. Currently above the 20 exponential moving average, bouncing off a level of support. Earnings is growing. Earnings growth is growing. Sales, all of this. I like that graph, but look at today's candle. Look at the selling pressure on today's candle. Look at the big wick to the selling side. Be careful with that. Who gave me Lynn? That's another good-looking stock. Looking like the train has left the station. Loving that. And stocks moving sideways for the last couple of days, but still clearly above the 20-day exponential moving average. Watch earnings per share. It's lower than it was 3 months ago. Earnings growth rate, on the other hand, is higher than it was 3 months ago. Keep your eye. Look at that. Bounce up above the 20-day exponential moving average. Great from a swing trade perspective. Look at that move. Look at that move. All right, be careful with it right now. That is a little bit of a bearish harami from a candlestick pattern perspective. Hill, this is a stock I gave to Joey way back here. He's made a lot of money. But right now, Joey, you could be looking at taking some of your profit off the table. The stock is currently below the 20-day. And actually, Joey, this would have been a good day to get out of it. Would have been on 415. Look at that. Because why didn't you ask me? Why don't you ask me on a daily basis? It is your bad. I hooked Joey up with this stock somewhere back here, so he should be happy. Watch earnings and watch earnings growth rate, okay? They're both falling. CTRM, again, I've done about 5 videos on CTRM. If you haven't gone to look at them yet, please look at that video. All right? I like the movement right now. It's starting to move up. This is another penny stock. It's about 50 cents. But what I'm telling you, and go back, look at the videos, you'll understand why I like the stock. Even though the stock is a penny stock, how about the relative value at 1.13? This stock is a penny stock, does have upside potential, and it's got positive earnings, and they grow their earnings at a clip of 18% a year on a penny stock. I like this stock. If you're not in it yet, I would wait for the stock to jump above that level of the 20-day exponential moving average. If penny stocks is not your thing, don't worry about it. All right? Just putting that out there. RFP. Who gave me RFP? That's a good-looking stock. Hold on. Ooh-wee. Holy smokes. Good googly muggly. I like this stock all the way around. I love my board. Joey doesn't let me use it often, though, because he doesn't like me. Yeah. All right. And then when I look at Joey and I say, you better put my board on, you know what he says? All right, man. But I like RFP, bottom left, top right, nicely above the 20-day exponential moving average. Watch volume. Volume is starting to fall off a little bit. Earnings looks good. Earnings growth looks good. Just keep your eyes on that, all right? Next stock, DAC in a channel. First thing I see, stock sitting between a level of 44.36 and a level of 57.04. In a channel, right now below the level of the 20 exponential moving average. Be careful if you own it. This might be a good time to take some of your profits off the table. This is a nice looking stock that's made a lot of money. Don't be too greedy. Last stock, here's another. This is a triple leverage on financials. This is on the bull side, on the bullish side. Look at that pulling back. Currently above the 20-day exponential moving average, but watch as it's coming off the high, traveling with that level of resistance, not able to take it out, and currently down right now. All right. Whew. Today was a good day. All right, today was a good day. How many likes did I get so far, Joey? Still not to 200. That's all right. I ain't twisting nobody's arm to give me some likes. Not at all. If you like it, you'll show me. If you don't, that's fine. We try to present to you some of the best quality information on the stock market here on our channel. We love to listen. I love doing this stuff. I'm the one that I keep telling to Joey, I'm the talent. And do I tell you that all the time, Joey?
You mentioned it.
Yeah, I'm the talent. I'm the guy that's just here to give you the information. I'm just a guy. But I've got an outstanding team behind me, starting with Joey, that puts these videos together. I'm the one that just presents the stuff. So if you like it, a lot of work goes into these videos for you, and they're free. We give you a lot of stock ideas for free. All right, that's what we do. And I'm not selling you nothing. All right, but if you do want to take advantage of a trial to the system, www.vectorvest.com/YT. 99 cents gives you a 30-day trial to the software. If you want to keep it, you keep it. If you don't have to. It's up to you. If you want to get a free stock analysis on your stock, www.vectorvest.com/free. That's a free stock analysis. Put in your email. We'll email you an analysis on whatever stock your little heart desires. All right. So with that, I'm almost, the audio is about a 2-second. Wow. Thank you, Mark. Mark does, is that called the super chat?
Wow.
You know, and I'm not, and Mark does this because he's awesome. Not to say nobody else in here is awesome, but what Mark just did is called a super chat. He's appreciative of, and he just gave us money. He just gave us money. All right, and every time you do, thank you so much for that, Mark. I'm not asking for anybody to do that, but if you ever feel compelled that you want to do that, you can. If you ever, it's called a super chat. If you ever want to do that, we'll gladly take it. But I'm humbled every time you do that, Mark. That is so awesome. That is so awesome for you to do that. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. All right, you got anything you want to say, Joey? Joey's going to be off in the next few days. You want to say anything to VV Nation? Man, you're like the guy in, what's the show where the guy stands in the backyard and you never see his face? Hey, that's you. Tool time. No, Home Improvement. That's Joey is like my home improvement guy that stands behind the fence. All right, he's my guy that stands behind the fence. All right. With that being said, folks, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you so much. Wilson. Thank you, Lisa. It's Wilson. I got another super chat. Thank you, Kyle. That's awesome. That is awesome, guys. I so that my mic went off. Oh, I got so excited my mic went off. Thank you so much for that, Kyle. I appreciate that. Yeah, you lost audio because I got excited. All right, folks, I think we had a lot of energy today. That's because Joey got me a coffee with like 17,000 shots. Holy smokes, I was pumped today. Woo! All right, hopefully you felt the same energy. All right, hopefully you felt the same energy. And thank you guys for being here. And Lisa, thank you for being in the background like you always are for me. I so appreciate it. With that, folks, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha for all my peeps in Hawaii. Salam, shalom, namaste. Have a great day, folks. See ya.